Hey y'all, what's good? I know it's been a while since I've been on here or made a video that's not text, but I've been holding in for way too long, and I thought now would be the time to spill all the Jersey Shore secrets. Number one, because I live down here, and number two, I did work for the shore store and I was a tour guide for the Jersey Shore house last summer. It did not last long, which is why I'm going to spill all the secrets. I don't have anything written down, so it's just purely like from my mind. So it was last summer of 2024, and I got so sick and tired of going. I was like an orphan. I was going from retail place to one back to back. That's all I know. I am also a licensed cosmetologist, but working in the salon is a lot more difficult than working retail. And I did not have a good salon experience. I've been out of the industry. I haven't worked in a salon in God knows how long, but it's just like a bike. I know how to dye, cut hair. I know how to do all the assistant stuff. But so what happened was I was like, because a lot of you do know I did get COVID of December of 2023. It ended up being long COVID, and let me just say I am, and that's part of why I haven't been on. I'm rebuilding, and repairing myself. COVID's a very real thing. I don't give a fuck what y'all's opinions are. COVID is a very, very real thing. And so what happened was I decided to try a job on the boardwalk because I know they get paid every week and it would be a different scenery. I am a beach bum. You don't understand. I'll be at the beach from like 7 a.m. to like moons and moons and moons. Like, I'll never leave. I am Hannah Montana. I don't live on the beach, but if I could afford it and I became rich, yeah, I would have a house on the beach, but I'd make it safe enough so that if we ever have a hurricane or a natural disaster, the house would be safe. And so, yes, I did watch the show. So my transition, when I was growing up and going to school, I was emo, I was goth, former emo goth. From the time I was like 11 or 12 all the way up till, I want to say half of 15, because when Jersey Shore came out 09, I was a freshman in high school in 2009, and by the time I was like halfway, the second half of me being 15 into being 16, one night I sat down. That's when, my life was normal-ish back then. I came home from school, my dad would start cooking, we ate at the table as a family, and I don't know how this conversation happened or how the topic happened, but I asked my parents, I was like, what are we? Like, what nationality are we? They go, oh, we're Italian. My dad was full-blood Italian, from Jersey City before he passed away. And then my mom is half Italian and half Slovak, which makes me 3/4 Italian and a quarter Slovak. Sorry, fractions, math, can't do it. So, and because I was like, oh my God, I'm Italian, and I was young, my dad actually got so mad because I would have to sneak watching the Jersey Shore because he's like, that's not how Italians are, and that they make a bad name for ourselves, da 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 da. And at the time, I just wanted to find who I was. You know, I wanted to explore my Italian roots. I wanted to, you know, we don't have, my old town where I went to school, we don't have Guidos. We have Guido wannabes and dudes that tried to be Guidos and do the whole blowout and dress in, like, you know, all the old school designers, like, oh God, Ed Hardy. Ed Hardy was like the poster for Jersey Shore. And Pauly came out with a clothing line. Pauly D. I don't know if it's Dirty Star or Ghetto Star. It's a star. It's a star, and it's named something. I forget. Leave me alone. It's been 15, 16, 17 years. Leave me alone. But I was all excited because I was like, I'm an OG. And they even asked me when I went to the t-shirt shop, they asked me, do you know the show? I was like, yeah, I'm an OG. I watch it every Thursday. And yes, I said Thursday because Jersey Shore and Thursday, they combined it. And what happened was, in order to be a tour guide, you have to know the show. You can't just be like, oh yeah, this is the house, this is where they eat dinner, no, you have to know events and the whole, like, 6 seasons, and you have to know, like, Snooki, you have to know all the people. So I said, yeah. And I got very excited and I had an open mind. I'm always open-minded, but when I was applying for this job on the boardwalk, I kept an open mind because I'm like, this isn't retail. This isn't, you know, you go online, apply for the application through Indeed or Job Monster or whatever. It's quite different. So, they didn't ask me for ID. They didn't have a proper interview with me. And they basically said, come in tomorrow for, I think, was it an interview? I don't even remember. But they said, come in the next day at like 11 a.m. And, can I just say, it was cut short for a lot of reasons, but one of them being the fact that it was just beginning to be summer. Like, it was beginning of end of May, beginning of June. And the fucking parking, like, the amount of money you have to work on the boardwalk is sickening. There is free parking, and I tried to get to that parking lot as much as I could, but to get to the free parking, which is before you even get to Seaside, you like come off the turnpike and then you have to go to the left. You have to get there about, you know, early, like maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, possibly 8. Because 8:30, 9 o'clock is when the people start waking up, start getting their fishing stuff, surfing stuff. And it was a little bit of a walking distance. I love walking, so I didn't mind it. But, you know, I tried to park as closely as to work as I possibly could on the boardwalk, too. Because there's only maybe 8 or 9 spots between each building. And because I had I don't think I even had any money in my account, in my bank account. I thought I had, you know, a couple, like a chunk of money, but I don't think I even had that. And how did I do it was, I think my aunt gave me her card to use just until I start getting money in. That's a whole nother video. It's gonna cut me off in a few seconds.